And welcome to Clear Channel Cares. I'm your host, Tom Roden. Clear Channel Cares is a service of Clear Channel Communities. This morning, we're pleased to be joined in the studio by Corey Clark, who is with the Marshall University Veterans Council, and they are proud to present the Be a Hero 5K Run and Walk in downtown Huntington, and that is coming up on Saturday, July 6th. And Corey, good morning to you. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate that very much. Now, I want to get your perspective here on this Be a Hero 5K Run Walk. What is it?
Well, essentially what it is it's a 5K run or walk. There's also a 1 mile and a half-mile option for those who don't feel that they can do a full 3 miles. And it's superhero themed, so our participants are encouraged to dress as their favorite superhero, whether it be a comic book hero, a movie hero, a real life hero, anything of the such, as long as it's kid friendly, because we're trying to draw a lot of kids into with Heroes for Hire being there. They're going to have the entire their entire cast there.
Right, Batman and all those
Batman,
guys. Yeah, that's
yeah.
great. Kids will love that, won't they? Yeah, that'd be good. Heroes for Hire. Well, so the premise behind this, I'm guessing, Corey, as a veteran yourself, is to show that veterans are heroes. They're real life heroes.
Right. And the whole Be a Hero thing actually came from our organization that we're benefiting, and it's Wounded Wear. And their slogan is helping warriors rediscover the hero within. Mm. And that's kind of where we're going with it, keeping it superhero themed.
Yeah. That's really neat. You have a personal reason for getting involved in this. Talk a little bit about what has happened to you as a veteran and why you've gotten involved with running and so forth.
Well, I have an overall 80% disability rating through the VA for some cardiac issues and some internal medicine type issues. I don't have any actual physical limb issues or amputations or anything of the such, but it still was difficult for me to exercise for the longest time. And I guess I kind of let my medical reasons become an excuse for me not trying to push myself. And I actually saw some videos of Team Wounded Wear doing some obstacle course races, and they did a full combat load, and they litter carried a 185-pound dummy through the entire course, and they did this for 13 miles with obstacles and everything else included in that. And that's the longest medevac ever recorded. There's never been an actual medevac over the course of 13 miles in any type of war situation that's known of.
Wow. And that inspired you?
Yeah, that inspired me, seeing those guys do it, because a lot of them are former military, current military, some type of emergency service personnel. And, I mean, you see the guys running the obstacle course races and stuff, and they're triple amputees, and they're still doing the course. And that kind of tenacity is just like, they actually have a reason to not be able to run, and they're not letting that affect them. So why can't I do it? So that actually got me to sign up for my first half marathon in February down in Myrtle Beach. Mm-hmm. And I hadn't ran 5 miles or longer than 5 miles before then. I didn't train for it. And I ended up doing the entire 13 miles carrying an 8-foot flagpole with a 3x5 Wounded Wear flag on it to kind of help raise awareness for the organization.
Yeah. Talk a little bit about Wounded Wear. Woundedwear.org. It's a 501c3 nonprofit. And it's one where 97 cents out of every dollar goes directly towards wounded service members.
That's correct. Yeah, they're not paying a CEO or anything like that. They're really trying to take care of the veterans. It was actually founded by Jay Redmond. He was a Navy SEAL who was injured in Fallujah. And whenever he got back, he realized that there wasn't services out there that really geared toward that. I mean, they helped, but what do you do? Like, you don't know the questions to ask if you don't have legs, because you've never not had legs before. Mm. So he's kind of already being there with the answers to the questions that wounded veterans would have and be able to help them out. They provide free clothing and clothing modification kits to combat wounded veterans at no cost to the veterans. And they'll fit over prosthetic devices or any type of medical devices or anything that they need, to where it's not absolutely obvious that they are injured, or if it is something where it's obvious that they are injured, they want people to know that it is from military reasons. It wasn't just some type of, bike accident or something like that.
Right, right. And the charity that Wounded Wear is the charity that's going to benefit with 100% of the proceeds from the Be a Hero 5K Run Walk, which again is Saturday, July 6th. And the race time is at 9 a.m. Folks can register at tristateracer.com, right?
That's correct. If they go to tristateracer.com, click on the calendar, go to July, find the race, they can register online, or they can download the entry form and mail it into myself.
It'd be real good if they register by tomorrow, right? June 24th.
Right, because that's the T-shirt cutoff line. The first 250 people who are registered are guaranteed a T-shirt and a drawstring sports bag provided by the Village on 6. And I have to have T-shirt sizes in by tomorrow. So after that cutoff, you can still get a T-shirt, but you won't necessarily be guaranteed your size. I'm going to do my best to estimate what sizes I need for the remaining amount of the 250. That way everyone can have a T-shirt, but I can't guarantee anything after tomorrow.
Yeah. All right. So go to tristateracer.com, and all the runners in the area know about that website. But for folks that just want to get involved, maybe they're not runners, Corey, but they just want to get involved. They want to help out. They want to make a difference and honor our wounded veterans. They can be involved with this Be a Hero 5K Run Walk. Maybe they, as you mentioned, maybe they can't go the whole distance, but they can go part of the distance. They can walk at least, right?
Right. We have the 5K walk available, the 1 mile walk available, and the half-mile walk available, because we're really trying to gear it toward kids as well. And I know a lot of kids may not be able to run 3 miles, so we really wanted to have that half-mile and 1 mile option in there for them.
Yeah, and this is going to be downtown Huntington, right?
Right. It's going to be at Pullman Square, right by the fountain area, and it's actually the same course as the West Virginia 5K that happened a few weekends ago.
Yeah, and you're seeking to recognize the men and women who have sacrificed so much for this country, and it's just a way of saying thank you. But then also you're wanting to honor the everyday real life heroes that you see on a regular basis, in addition to military service members, also firefighters, police officers, and EMTs and other emergency service personnel.
That's correct. I don't think they get enough recognition for what they do. And everyone always talks about the sacrifices that the military makes, but they don't necessarily talk about the sacrifices that we have police officers making, or firefighters, or EMTs, or any type of emergency response personnel.
Yeah, and that's these are great folks for kids to get to know and to look at and say, look at the sacrifice these folks are making.
That's right, and that's also the Heroes for Hire message is, be the hero.
Yeah.
So their talk that they always give to kids and stuff, it really falls along with this race, and that's why they were so excited to team up with us.
Yeah. You probably have, friends and acquaintances, men that you served with, and some of the things that they're going through. And it's been rough for them. I mean, they leave one war and they come back home and they're going through something else.
Right, yeah. Too many times our military service members, they leave one war and enter a new one when they return home to reintegrate with their families, friends, and community. And this new war is much more difficult and tiresome, and they begin to lose the hope, and they forget what they are, and that's a hero. And that's what Wounded Wear seeks to do. They help to rediscover the hero within by letting them know that they're not alone, and that they should be proud of their heritage and be proud that they're scarred both inside and out so that others may live for free.
Yeah. And Wounded Wear, woundedwear.org. Again, Wounded Wear is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. It's going to benefit from this Be a Hero 5K Run Walk on Saturday, July 6th. 97 cents out of every dollar goes directly to the wounded service members, and they've got videos and so forth at woundedwear.org. But, they've got, fashionable clothing kits, modifications for wounded warriors that empower them to rediscover the hero within.
That's correct. And another great thing, too, about the race is where all the proceeds are going to Wounded Wear. We've actually had all of our startup costs covered by our sponsors, like the HIT Center of Huntington, Huntington Physical Therapy, Dutch Miller Automotives, Veolia Environmental Services, and many others. They've taken care of $3,500 startup costs. So everyone who registers, 100% of their registration fee goes toward Wounded Wear. It doesn't go toward the T-shirts. It doesn't go toward the medals or any other costs that are associated with the race.
Yeah. And you got different age groups here. You actually got, as you mentioned, kids, you got 10 and under. The registration fee for them is only $10. and $15 for students, right?
Right. $15 for students, both middle school, high school, college. So you just have to provide some ID if you're in college. Emergency service personnel, they're only $15. And active duty military and veterans, we actually have 200 free registrations to give away, but they have to be signed. You have to sign up online to redeem those. And that's coming from healthyhuntington.org before they turned into Healthy Tri-State. Tom Daniels said that he would pay up to $3,000 for the first 200 active military and veterans to register. We still have about 160 of those left.
Oh, okay. So that'd be great. If they want to get that, taken care of for them, they can register online for that. And then if they register early, it's $20, and then $30 for day of the race.
Right. If you're not active military or a veteran or emergency service personnel or students, then it's $20 before race day. On race day, you just add $10 to whatever the previous fee is.
I got you. Okay. And there's going to be, drawings and special prizes and awards and so forth.
Yes, we have gift certificates from Roberts Running and Walking Shop that we're raffling off. It's $2 a ticket, and there's going to be one male and one female winner. And then we also have a lot of door prizes that are free where you don't have to buy a raffle ticket. You just have to say that you're interested in winning it. We put your name in a bowl, draw it out. Some of those include 2 free personal trading sessions at the HIT Center of Huntington. We have $30 from the Tie House, $25 to 21 at the Frederick. We have gift certificates from the Marshall Hall of Fame Cafe, and just a lot of stuff rolling in every day.
Yeah.
And that's no cost to them. That's just showing up. They're eligible to win it.
Yeah. You've done a lot of work in preparation for this, I can tell.
I have. I've been working on it day and night since January.
Wow. And tell me about the Marshall University Veterans Council.
That's a council that recently was established, and what we really want to try to do with it is to bring more awareness to the community of issues that face veterans today. The homeless rate for veterans in West Virginia is much higher than the national average. The unemployment rate's much higher than the national average. To get your disability claim processed, it actually takes longer for most people. It takes longer for their claim to get processed than the time that they served overseas.
That's ridiculous.
It is, and it's just an issue that's nationwide. It's not just here in West Virginia, but we want to, bring that issue to face with people. That way more people are aware of it and can actually try to do something about it.
Yeah. Appreciate what you're doing for our veterans and appreciate your service for our country as well. Corey Clark is a veteran, and he has such a heart for his fellow veterans. He and the Marshall University Veterans Council proud to present this Be a Hero 5K run walk in downtown Huntington, Pullman Square, where it starts at 9 a.m. on Saturday, July 6th. Now, last day to register to guarantee your T-shirt size and all that, that's tomorrow, June 24th. And you can go to tristateracer.com and just look under the July races is where you want to go there once you go to tristateracer.com. And again, the proceeds are benefiting Wounded Wear. Wounded Wear, a 501c3 nonprofit organization where 97 cents out of every dollar goes directly toward the wounded service members. And for more information and videos of Wounded Wear, you can go to www.woundedwear.org to learn more about that. And then you're also the secretary for the Huntington Roadrunners, right?
That's correct. I just got installed as their new officer in June.
All right, and just this month, and Huntington Roadrunners is what?
Huntington Roadrunners is the local running club. It's only $20 for a household to register. So if you have a family of 4, it's just $20 for the entire family to register, and that helps cover insurance rates and stuff like that with group runs. Huntington Roadrunners actually facilitates a lot of the runs here in the tri-state area by providing the insurance for the race at no cost to the race director. And then they also do group runs and stuff like that leave Roberts Running and Walking Shop at 6 o'clock every Thursday. And then we've actually teamed up with the HIT Center of Huntington and are working on a marathon training program for the Marshall Marathon that's happening in November.
And Batman's going to be there on Saturday, July 6th, too. Heroes for Hire. There'll be 4 real life superheroes in attendance for the younger kids. They're going to love that, and maybe the Batmobile too. That'd be great if they get to see that. Again, Saturday, July 6th. It's Be a Hero 5K run walk. Register at tristateracer.com. And Corey Clark, who's organized this, thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it. Great information.
Thank you.
As we continue on this edition.